Her first relationship with her ex who cheated on her. Okay, let's get deep.
Yes. Welcome back to another video. This is the first video of 2024.
Oh my god, it's your first video?
Yes, this is my first video. And we're starting off spicy with our game, Let's Get Deep. I played this before, but by myself. But now
really?
I did.
Wait, in front of the camera?
Yeah, you didn't watch it?
Yes, I did. No, I was just trying to remember what game it was. I thought it was We Were Not Really Strangers. Okay, now I remember.
But we have a guest from New York.
Yes. Hello, I'm Kat. I'm basically Julian's neighbor, but I moved to New York, so now we have a long distance friendship.
Yes, but we're gonna get reacquainted. So we're gonna skip all of the beginning levels because we've known each other for quite some time. Okay. Who wants to go first?
You know what? It's your channel. I think you should go first.
Okay. Would you spy or have you spied on anyone? If my friend was doing like some sketchy shit, I would spy on them just to be like, hey, I saw you doing some crazy shit there. Can you explain yourself? Like track their location. Yeah, but I wouldn't like get the binoculars out and like that's
like,
too much.
You know, rent out a white van, do a stakeout.
And have I ever spied on anyone? I don't think purposely. Like maybe Maybe I ran into someone that I knew and I just saw them, I'm like, oh, what are they doing?
Yeah, but it's like very harmless.
Yeah.
What is the worst weather or natural disaster you've experienced? Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. I was on a family vacation in Hawaii and there was a Hurricane 5 hurtling to the big bad. Yeah, but I remember like the day after, it was like our last day of our trip, so our whole family, we went snorkeling with dolphins, but like the waters were really choppy, so we all got hella seasick. Like, oh my god, I yacked, my dad yacked, my sister was holding in yak. It was hard. It was difficult.
What about the dolphins?
The dolphins ate our yak, actually.
I want to like get something like really controversial, like out of pocket.
Okay. Go. Oh. It's controversial? You got one?
Have you ever stopped being friends with someone because of their political views?
Political views?
In a way. I've stopped a relationship with someone. I stopped it because they're like conservative.
Name a time that you were happy to have been a rebel. When I was pledging for a fraternity, I had to interview someone in the fraternity and we went to Mexico.
What?
Yeah.
Like, how's that rebellious? Like, were you not allowed to go to, they have a no Mexico rule?
We shotgunned a beer and when we came back, we didn't have our IDs.
Oh my god.
With us at all. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How did you get through then?
Wait, actually no, we had our IDs but not our passports. But still not our passports.
So did you get rejected or did you?
No, they let us in.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A little rebellious.
What was a moment in your life when there was a lot of drama? What was going on? One time I went to the club and it was all bad news. That was and I might have said something that got sent to somebody who got said to somebody and then it became a whole family fight. So yeah, that was a lot of drama.
What is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? I got like hit in the back of my head in New York.
Oh wait, I remember.
So, yeah, that was a little scary. I was like, oh well, I didn't like really have much time to register. And I also feel like I don't really get scared as easily, but basically I was with my sister and my friend Brenda and we were like crossing the street and this guy called us fucking Asian sluts and then turned around and knocked the back of my head and I literally like kind of like fall over.
Oh my god.
And then by the time I was safely across the street, I like cussed him out.
But you should try living in New York still. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, we should take a shot for every time in New York. Okay, describe your experience learning about puberty.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
You know what, this is gonna get a little TMI. Well, one day I just looked at my fucking armpit and I was like, what the hell is that? And I saw hair. Off topic, have you seen, it's a trend now that 10-year-olds are shopping at Sephora for Drunk Elephant?
Dude, their skin routine is more complex than my skin routine.
Exactly,
now.
I'm like.
But they're gonna have good ass skin.
Yeah, and they're like trying to buy retinol and all that. I'm
not
like,
retinol,
and I'm like, have you even hit puberty yet?
Dude,
yeah.
they probably don't even have a pimple.
What do you think is the worst age to be and why? I think 14. Like when you're entering high school. I feel like most people are like their yuckiest at 14, entering high school, unless you're getting drunk elephant at Sephora at 10 years old, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But for the majority of us, yeah, I feel like it's the most confusing.
I agree, because you graduate from 8th grade where you're kind of the top of the school, you have established friend groups, and then when I went to high school, like a lot of my friends went to different high schools.
Exactly.
So I had to like remake friends again.
Yeah.
And
it's
be
like
at the bottom of the barrel.
It's kind of like you're restarting, but at like this yucky state.
Versus like when you're still going through puberty.
Yeah, versus like college, like you come into college kind of cute, you know? Like, yeah.
What do you think is the best age to be and why? Did you put?
No, that was.
Oh, best age. Oh wow, it's right now. You did not shuffle these cards. The best age. Okay, I know scientifically that people are the happiest in their 30s because they have a little bit more money, they're still young, like they have established friend groups, they know a lot about themselves. But I haven't been that age yet, so it's hard for me to answer that. My favorite age, I don't know. I feel like 25 is a good.
No.
No?
I don't like 25.
24 then?
What is the best party you've ever been to and why? My own.
Easy. So iconic. Okay, if you haven't checked out the party episode, we'll also have that linked below.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're gonna answer together because I want to fight.
I can't wait to clash.
What important life lessons have you learned from being single?
Yeah, Julian can answer this one.
You have to love yourself before loving someone else.
I feel 100% because you want to love yourself completely before you can give any love to someone else.
Yeah. Do
you need more harmony in your life? If so, in what way?
That's boring. No.
Julian is so chaotic. You need that. You need to answer this question.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I need more harmony? What is harmony?
Like every single time we jump on a FaceTime call, he's like, "Okay, I have some tea for you," and it's just like him talking for an hour about like tea number 1, tea 2.
I have great stories.
But I feel like chaos, like it's good chaos.
Yeah. I would say I have a lot of stories, but most of them aren't like so out of pocket. Just some of them are out of pocket.
Yeah.
But do I need more harmony?
I don't think you need it.
No, I don't need it, but it's suggested. Probably from my doctor. What was the last thing you did that made you feel like a kid again?
Ooh, I went to Blackpool Park and I went on the swings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, so today I went to get, for Justin, he wanted something to display his photo card. Yeah. Something like this.
Yeah.
When I went to the store, I found something, I was like, okay, this probably will work. And then the worker was like, are you sure you want that one? I'm like, yeah, I mean, I just want to display my card. And then he was like, what kind of card is it? I'm like, do I have to get into this detail? Yeah. There was a trading card, so like baseball cards. I was like, it's just a card, like a trading card. He's like, is it thin or thick? I'm like, I guess it's thin. And then we were like going on and on and on. It was going on for so long. I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, this is the card. Like, I want to display this. And he was like, oh yeah, the K-pop cards. A lot of people come in here for that. I mean, that's not like so kiddish, but in the moment I was like, yeah, I'm getting really serious over like something that's just a card. Yeah. If you could change one thing about your childhood, what would you change and why? Okay, I feel like we can get deep with this one. I feel like we probably had a similar one too. I feel like I was very stiff growing up. I wish I did more things. Like I was more adventurous, I guess. Like I wasn't just always at home, just like, you know.
I wish I embraced learning from a young age. Because I feel like before, like it was just very forced upon me, but I feel like I do like it now. But back then, like I quit Chinese school. I regret that. Like,
okay.
I really regret that. I wish I knew Chinese, or I wish I forced my parents to speak like Chinese to me as a kid.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna change my answer.
Oh, no?
Same
thing.
Okay.
No!
I wish I stayed.
No, we're supposed to fight. You have to get a different answer.
Okay, I wish that I stayed in Viet school longer too. Describe the last time you felt confident in yourself.
He feels confident every day.
Exactly.
And I did too. Next answer, or next question.
Wait, was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we're both very confident.
Okay.
What do you mean the last time? We're confident right now.
Right now.
Right now at this moment.
Okay, that's fair.
Describe a time you showed a lot of resilience. Oh, you know what?
What?
Pushing through my cold showers.
Yeah.
That's hard.
When did I feel resilient? When I went to Aki's and drank the swirl and I got super drunk and the next morning I made it to hit, I was like, you know what? I could do anything. I got plastered, but I still made it 8 a.m. to hit. What does your version of heaven look like?
Oh, just a lot of squishy foods. Like mochis, tteokbokki, banbolok. Did I say it right?
No, but it's okay.
I like boba, a lot of squishy foods.
Oh,
All my
funny.
friends, just all together.
Okay.
Puppies.
Trip to Valley Fair. Don't have to pay for anything. Just take what I want. Because I was at Valley Fair today and I was like, this would be good. But yeah, that's what heaven looks like. Going to the mall and not having to pay for a single thing. Just that in blue. How do you imagine a stranger would describe you? A lot of people tell me they're intimidated until I start talking and they're like, okay, never mind.
I think people say I'm like outgoing and friendly.
When was a time you faced rejection?
I know your answer.
Oh,
I didn't get into UCLA and Becca got into UCLA, my sister. That was a long time ago.
Oh, I think one big rejection that kind of like changed my life probably is when I was in college and I auditioned for a dance team and I got rejected. And I like...
You got rejected?
I did. I auditioned twice too. And I genuinely thought it was over for dance because I was still like early on into, it was like my 5th year into dancing. I'm like, okay, what if this is not it anymore? Like, what if something else is out there? But rejection is redirection. What is something you wish you would have learned about in school but didn't?
I think a lot has to do with like adulting, finances.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Right? You have to learn all that stuff yourself. Now we learn from TikTok at least, but then who's a credible source? But like if we just learn that from school, you don't alienate all these people who didn't learn it from their parents, you know?
Yeah.
I would also say like some of the health stuff that we learned now, like maybe like we could have learned how like certain foods make you feel certain ways and like the neuroscience and psychology behind it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need calculus. That's bullshit. We need to know about insurance and budgeting. Do you believe social media is helping or ruining the world? Well, okay, I'm biased because I am very active on social media. I think it has helped us spread information better. Like, I wouldn't know a lot of the things I do now without social media in reality. But I think it's also ruining it because it's like, it could be counterproductive.
Yeah, there's like a lot of hate on social media, a lot of it that's like unwarranted because they're only sharing like a snippet of their life that people don't really know. You know, they don't know the deeper picture. They're only seeing like a 5-10 second video, making assumptions and spreading hate because it's so easy to behind it.
Have any of your friends been in a relationship that you didn't like or approve of?
Becca, if you're watching this, my sister.
Are you gonna-
With her exes.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna say this on camera and be okay with it?
Well, I feel like she knows now. Like her first relationship with her
Okay.
ex who cheated on her, okay? She would like complain a lot, like that they fought a lot in college.
Okay.
And like she just didn't want to have that deep conversation with him. Like it was hard for her to break it off. And like me and her close friend Brenda, the one, like the friend that we share, we just did not like this guy because all of her stories about him were so negative.
I have had friends who've been in a relationship that was like question mark, like why this person ain't shit, you know? But I have never told them that.
Really?
And maybe it's current. I'm just kidding. No. I feel like when my friends are in a relationship I don't approve of, I mean, I'm just kind of like nice. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I'll try to get to know them and stuff. But I'm like, oh, I don't like you. What would you tell someone if they were in this situation? If I was in a relationship with someone that you don't like, what would your approach be?
I feel like I would gain more insight from like the stories that you have that to have like give a deeper dive of your dynamic and their behavior, you know?
Yeah.
But if you literally did not know, I feel like I would try to like, you know, plant the seeds a little bit.
Yeah, planting the seeds. It's funny because when you're like, well, I need to get in some insight.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say from Jacqueline and Dorothy. I didn't know you're like, by studying the behavior. I'm like, oh, that's deep. I thought you were just gonna go to Jacqueline and Dorothy.
Oh, I'd be like,
because Jacqueline will give you the answer for sure.
She knows you well.
Yeah, no, seriously. Thanks for hanging out with us as we get deep. Happy 2024.
2024, our first video.
Our first video. She's gonna make it into the end of the year recap this time.
I know. This video is like the most exposure I've ever gotten on your channel.
This won't be our first. The next time you're here, or when I come to New York.
Yeah, we could vlog.
Yeah, you could take me around.
Yeah.
And
give you my little itinerary.
Hopefully,
make sure to bring your walking shoes.
Take a shot for every time you. Actually, this video is over.
We'll be glug. That was open. Oh my god. He told me some exclusive content that's not gonna make the final cut, unless you subscribe to his OnlyFans.
What?